Welcome back to Squawk Box. It's the American-made company that I've been personally talking about this company for quite a while. It's called Vitamix, and they make a high-performance blending machine used by celebrities, Iron Chefs like Bobby Flay, and food retailers like Starbucks and Jamba Juice. And it's made right here in the United States. And with juicing being the craze still going strong, the blender is seeing a growth in sales in a very big way. Jodi Berg is the CEO of Vitamix. She joins us now. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Andrew. How are you?
I'm good. I'm drinking, this is your all-green smoothie I have right over here. We just blended it in the 750 model, which I think is, what, about a $600–700 model. But right here, I want to talk about this model right here. This is what goes on with Jamba Juice. This is a $1,200 model. And then, of course, here on this other side, we have a little bit of a cheaper model. I think it does relatively the same things. Your business is growing like crazy. We talk about this as the Cadillac of blenders. Right now, is it more the consumer business that's going strong, or how big a business relative is the consumer to what's going on with Jamba Juice and Starbucks and so many other people that you're selling these commercial versions to?
Actually, Andrew, you are right. It's actually both between the consumer and the commercial food service area, because people are finally understanding that they need to take control of their health. And the best way to do that is through that whole food juicing you were talking about, getting all those nutrients into your body. So however people can do it, whether they want to make whole food smoothies at home, whether they want to go to a smoothie or go to Jamba Juice or Robex or any of the other smoothie places, they're just really finally getting the fact that they're going to go after those green smoothies.
Okay, so how do you convince people, though, to buy a blender? I mean, I think we have some KitchenAids at home that cost, $120 here and there, to shell out, $500, $600, $750. This one I think is sold at Williams-Sonoma, for example.
Yeah, well, there's a couple of things that we all have in common. One, every one of us has to eat, and two, what we eat affects how we feel. So if you can put good, healthy food in your body, you're absolutely going to feel better. If you can make that taste fantastic, like velvet on your tongue, it's something that you're going to crave. The greens that you're putting in your smoothie now, your body's actually going to want them, and you're going to crave them.
Okay, explain this to me. Because the one thing this blender does a couple of cool things, and I want to talk about it. The first is, you ever had a margarita at a restaurant? You know what I'm talking about. And when you put ice into it, it actually, your blender does what they do at a restaurant, which is it all stays up. You do it in a lesser blender. I don't know if it's because this has 1 horsepower in it or what's going on, but the ice always sort of comes down to the bottom. What goes on with that?
Well, what's happening is the Vitamix is designed with precision engineering, the combination of the very powerful, efficiently used motor, the blades, how they're designed, the material that we use, the shape of the container. It's literally breaking down things to the molecular level and homogenizing them. So you're taking any other ingredients and you're actually refreezing them to the surface area of the ice. There's a bit of a science behind it, but it makes not only a fantastic flavor, but it releases all the nutrients, and it homogenizes it so it stays in that uniform state for a longer period of time.
And by the way, this blender, at least, I don't know if all of them do it, this blender in front of us, apparently you can make soup in this blender. It gets hot simply by spinning.
It's simply through friction. If you rubbed your hands together 250 miles per hour, they'd get hot too. So it's literally just rubbing those molecules together and creating heat. The beauty of that is, if you're a raw foodist and you don't want to make your food too hot, you can still make fantastic soup. You just simply don't run it as long. You want to make ice cream, it's going to break those molecules down so fast and homogenize them together. You've got a frozen treat, or you have a delicious smoothie, you run it longer and you got hot soup.
So you guys have a private company. What's the future of Vitamix? Is it something that ultimately you think about selling? Is it something you want to keep to yourself? Is it something that you expand into other areas in the kitchen? What happens?
Well, we are a 92-year-old family-owned company that is trying to change the way the world thinks about food. Right now, that's our vision. That's the direction we're going. We want to improve the vitality of people's lives, and we want to liberate the world from conventional food and beverage preparation boundaries. We don't want anyone that's going to change that laser focus. So right now, it's all about taking care of our customers. It's all about transforming them and allowing them to liberate themselves into becoming healthier individuals.
Okay.
And we're going to stay the way we are. We like being family-owned. We like having that personal relationship with our customers.
Jodi, thank you very much for joining us. By the way, do you have a favorite smoothie that we should be making?
I love the must-go smoothie.
The must-go smoothie.
Must-go smoothie. That means everything in my fridge that must go, it goes into my Vitamix blender and comes out tasting fantastic.
Okay, Jodi, thank you for joining us this morning. We're going to be making some drinks throughout the show.
Great. Enjoy. Thank you.
Thanks.
If Matt ever decides to throw in, just to do something else, I mean, is your hat officially in the ring now?
Yes.
Yeah. Can you do one thing? Drink some of that, spit it out.
Oh, you're talking about that, Matt.
Yeah. Work with me. Spit it out. Make your head turn all the way around.
We love Matt Lauer, by the way.
Take your head, go all the way. Yeah. I said we love him, but make your head go all the way around. Spit it out, and then say Mary.
No, can I just say this is, Joe? I want you to come over here after because this is great stuff.
That looks like the Exorcist puke.
It tastes. By the way, a lot of grapes in here, so there's some natural sugar. It's fantastic. I'm not joking.
Looks delicious.
It is, and we can turn it into soup during the break too.
Speak in tongues.
Up next.